Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special review impressions of a knife I've had in my possession for a while now that I've very much enjoyed. And I will continue to enjoy, and I've actually added another knife we'll have another review on from the same designer. So let's talk about this today. This is a very cool knife. Just so you know, if you guys are ever wondering, I'm not a bushwhacker. I don't go out and hard use cut test and go beat up knives and give you stress tests. I'm not an engineer that does Rockwell hardness tests and does, you know, put weights on there to see how I can break the blade. I just carry the knives and enjoy them. And so my review impressions are from that perspective of a guy who likes knives, who enjoys knives, has them in their collection, and uses their knives, right? So if that appeals to you, feel free to join, listen in, whatever. If that's not for you, you might want to look for another video. Just to be full disclosure, right? I'm going to give you my perspective. And for better or for worse, if you disagree with me, maybe they'll tell you that you'll like it. And if I like something, maybe they'll tell you you won't like it. And you can even come from that perspective, right? I always feel like I can learn something from someone if they can articulate why they like a knife, what they felt was important, you know, and then I can learn from that. So that's where I come from, right? So that's my perspective. This right here is the TW Price Design Dawn. The manufacturer on this one, I believe, is Bestech. I'm pretty sure it's Bestech on this one. I will have to double check. If it's not, I will have it up here if I'm wrong. If I'm right, it won't say anything. But I'm pretty sure it's Bestech. But I could be wrong. So they did a really outstanding job on this. I love this design. The guy, the person who designed this name is Tyler, so he's the T for Tyler for TW Price Design. Very young man. I think when he designed this, he was 19, if I'm not mistaken, 19 years old. He's now 21, 22. And he's since then designed another knife that I owned that's phenomenal called a Rain. Great review. You got to look for that review impressions. If this is in the past, then hopefully that review impressions is also available. Go check it out. Highly recommend that knife. That's it's really, that knife is up for Knife of the Year for my 2024. So if you see this in the future past that, it might have won the Knife of the Year for 2024. Who knows? But this one is phenomenal in itself. It was out for quite a while before I finally got a chance to track it down and get my hands on it. So excited to get it. This is called the Dawn, and I like it. It's a front flipper. It's got a fuller hole. It's got right here a hidden screw for the milled deep pocket carry clip. This is actually milled. Perfect little flip there. It's got a little flat ramp. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's a little flat right there, so going in and out of the pocket, it's really nice. Got a little purple O-ring right there. I mean, I could care less about that, but it's a nice little touch. It does add a little color, a little distinction, you know. That's cool. I love the plain titanium texturing on here. It's really gorgeous. I do love that. You can see that, as well as the milling. It's got some nice standoffs back there, blade stop pin. All T8 hardware, which is really great to get to. So that's really nice. So let's go ahead and flip this thing. As a front flipper, flips really nice. Now this is the black coated blade, black stone washed. I would have preferred plain stone washed personally. But you know, it is what it is, and I got something on the blade, so I use my knives. So, surprise, I have something on there. I don't know what I cut with this. Oh, I hate to say it, that tasted like orange, so I must have cut some orange with it. I cut fruit with it. I keep my knives clean, but I do cut fruit sometimes when I'm at my desk. It's got a nice swedge on top. It is black stone washed, which I wish it wasn't, but there's his logo right there. Very simplistic, not a whole lot of billboarding on here. There might be some on the inside, I think. But it is milled out, beautifully milled out. It is an inset liner lock. That's part of the frame. It's inset inside the liner lock. This is I believe is this a titanium liner? Yeah, it's a titanium liner with a steel bar insert. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, titanium here, titanium here. Now, that's a steel pivot, and there's a steel bar insert right there, and then the steel blade. And it is titanium clip as well. So the screw for that clip goes from here, long screw. Then you have the one here with the standoff. Really nice. I did put skiffs in there. Did it need skiffs? No. Do skiffs make it a little nicer? Absolutely. That fuller is really functional. It does work for me. It's got a little crisp edge to it, which a lot of people want. I don't have to have it because I could work with my meat of my finger and it was fine. Pretty thin edge. We'll do weights and measurements here in a little bit, but really, really nice. Nice, almost full flat grind all the way up at least till the swedge, which to me is like a full flat grind. It's really, really nice. It's got some nice jimping on top here. My grip here, I have large hands with big meaty fingers, so if you have extra large hands with normal size fingers, about your grip. You have double extra large size hands with thinner fingers, this is about your grip, right? So if you have extra large hands with big meaty fingers, you're going to be getting closer to the edge. Double extra large, I think you'll be right on the edge. So just double extra large is about the max. You can choke up here. I'd be very careful. You can maybe do a little trigger choke up here. It does give you a little bit more room. You can do that for a pinch grip. Just watch out. It does lock up really nice and solid. You can see that we're a good 30, 40% there. It does disengage, have a nice drop. There's no pivot play right there. And let's listen to that detent as it clicks in. Nice click. It's a little thuddy. Let's see if we can hear it on this side a little better. Yeah, a little clickety. My clickety word. I laugh at myself because I just start calling something clickety. You know, so it keeps coming up in my head. I don't know why, because I keep talking about it. But it's clickety, right? So, and you can, oops, hold on. The reverse flick works really nicely. And then you could do the thumb front flip, right? That works really nicely as well. Sing over here, come over here. Here's my left hand. Nice reverse flick, front flick. And then the nice thing is I can do a slow roll if I wanted to. And then you can also do, you know, the left-handed, left-handed front flip, and can do it all multiple ways right here, right? I can do back of my index finger like that. That's really nice. I like that. So bonus ways to flick, right? And this fuller goes all the way down, so I can do the part of my finger down like that and do that, or I can do the meat of my finger right here in the middle and do that. So that's nice. I like that. I like that. I like options when to deploy and fidget with a knife. So that's really nice. Dead nut center, haven't had any issues with that. Like I said, it clicks in really well. Really, really great little knife here. It is on the smaller side, I would say, as far as what I would want. You know, the nice thing is the range is much bigger. I mean, it's not huge, but it's bigger and it's noticeable. So that's cool. All right, so let's get some measurements on this. We talked about the steel. Oh, the steel. This is, so the blade steel is M390. I thought it was M390. I just had to confirm that. And I believe this knife is going to be definitely above the $300 range, just so you know. So M390 blade steel. HRC, I believe, is 6061. I don't know if that's true and consistent with the black Cerakote version. This is the Dawn version 2, by the way. The original Dawn was a frame lock. This is a liner lock. So I just wanted to confirm that as well, so you guys knew this is the version 2, the liner lock version. All right, so very, very cool. Blades M390, full flat grind, comes to a nice thin edge. It is coated or has a black stone wash, whatever you want to call it. So let's do some measurements on this knife here. Let's see how much this weighs. So I'm going to guess 3.7. 3.7 ounces. So that's 3.7 ounces. There you go. I actually did not know that. That was just a guess. So 3.7 ounces. Very cool. Let's do some measurements on this. I think it's not as big as the Rain, but it's definitely not a super small knife. So we're looking at a knife right at 7.5 inches overall length. If you look at the grip from right here to here, we have just under 4 inches for overall length. If you choke up a little bit, you can get about 4 1/3 of an inch. The overall blade length is going to be about 3 1/4 inches. Let's talk about from the overall cutting length is just right at 3 inches. So 3-inch cutting length. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's look at the blade stock thickness. Doesn't feel particularly super thick, but it doesn't feel particularly thin. So let's give it a try. So 122 thousandths of an inch, which is not bad. Not bad. Definitely not super thin. But let's see if we get down here where it might have been a little thinner milled out. 110 thousandths of an inch. All right, so it definitely thins out a little bit. So that's cool. Nice blade, nice shape. I love this drop point to me. That's what I would call it. It's very comfortable, very ergonomic. It's beautifully chamfered, rounded around all the edges. It doesn't look perfectly chamfered, but it's rounded. And this beautiful texturing right here is so nice. Gives you a great grip. Works well going in and out of the pocket. Even here, the clip has a flat spot underneath, which I love. Very comfortable. It's even got bigger chamfering over here. Good cutaway access to the liner lock. And the liner lock is chamfered as well, so it's really nice to access. And because of that big finger choil, it does catch right here, so you don't have the guillotine effect on your hand, which to me makes it really nice. I really like that. I think that's important, especially when you're fidgeting with a knife, and I enjoy fidgeting with this one. It's got some nice acoustics. I really do enjoy that. So yeah, that is the overall blade thickness and whatever. All right, so let's talk about, where does this knife fall in? So the Dawn version 2, I think it was over $300. I think it was like I want to say 300 at the time. It might be 325 now. I don't know. When he does another drop, it's definitely going to be probably a little bit more because knife prices have gone up. So this definitely falls into the higher end knife range. It's on the small spectrum of it, 300, 335, because I think that's where the rain's running right now. So around that. What's the purpose of this? Is it an EDC knife? Absolutely everyday carry. I carry this one. I enjoy carrying this one. It's a lot of fun carrying this one. It really does, to be honest with you. Is it hard use? It could be hard use as much as you want a hard use knife, right? It does lock up right here in the tang of the blade. You get a good 20%, so that's good, and that means you can use it thoughtfully and safely, I think. No, I do know. But the reality is, this might be a collection piece where some people may never use it, right? Or if they do, they might sparingly collect it. And it is a very nice looking knife. And to me, it does fall into that possibly collection piece realm. And so, yeah, I mean, typically for that, if I'm going out somewhere where I could be working and needing a knife, I might carry a 5th pocket knife. I'll have a backup knife for this one because I wouldn't want it to be utterly destroyed or damaged. So there you go. Also, although I said collection piece, I mean, you can still make it a collection piece even though you carry it. And that's what I do with mine. All my knives are collection pieces even though I carry them. Ergos and feel, overall design. The handles are great, chamfered, rounded, if not, all the way around. They feel very comfortable. There's no hot spots. There's no sharp edges. That really makes the knife feel outstanding. And I really, it's just great. It's great. Open and close is wonderful too. It does work really, really nicely. The top flip works really well. The regular reverse flick here works really, really, really well, as nicely as you could expect. So both left and right-handed. So, it is right-hand tip up only. Some people are like, well, why didn't you, reverse it or whatever? I don't know. To me, I like to not have I like this clean show side. To me, this is very clean. I would hate to have like a little cutout here for that. Maybe make a left-handed version of it if he hasn't already. So that would be my solution for that. I like this knife a lot. I like it a lot. So ergos, that's the open and closing, and you can open and close it with your middle index finger, with your thumb. All these things are multiple ways to get into it, and to me, that's just great. That's just great, right? The texturing on the clip, on the scales is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's great. It's just, I don't know, I wish more people would do this. It just works perfectly, and it's just really done nicely. Jimping. The jimping on here is functional. It does work if you push down. Some people are like, well, I don't feel anything. Well, push down on it and see if it, that pressure locks in your skin. And it does. It does for me. But for me, it works. It works. So I like it. All right. So jimping, the clip is beautiful. I love it. Hidden screw, being part of the screw that goes across. And there's no lanyard loop. And to me, I'm okay with that. I like that. So to me, that's a win. Opening and closing, the overall feel is just phenomenal, especially when you put skiffs in there. It just makes it nicer, in my opinion. Makes it really, really comfortable. So I enjoy that. Enjoy that a lot. So yeah, that definitely adds to it, open and closing. So what is the fidget factor scale? So we got the top flipper, which by the way can also do a reach around, which also can do the back knuckle, which also can do the thumb, which also can do the reverse, which also can do the front. Right? Slow roll, or you can do the front just flipping it, right? So it has multiple, and then you can use the bottom of the fuller, so kind of like that. So all those things work, and they work really well. And to me, I couldn't be happier. So super excited about that. That's going to give it a fidget factor scale. I'm going to give it a 6. I know that's really generous. I know it's like, but what? You only have a front flipper. Well, it's a front flipper, right? It's a front flipper. I can do a knuckle flipper, right? It's one that can even do a reach around, right? And you got a fuller that works really nicely, but then you can also do like a low fuller, right? And then you can also do a slow roll. So yeah, I mean, it has multiple ways. So I'm going to say a 6 is reasonable for this one. So yeah, 6 is what I feel like. It does it well. And so the fidgety goodness for the 6 is 100. Absolutely, to me, it's 100. This is done so well. Tyler did such a good job bringing everything together. So good job, Tyler. Way to go. And this is not his last, because I will tell you, this and the Rain are phenomenal. He does have a new design. I think he's doing a fixed blade or something. I'm not kind of into fixed blades. I'm very particular about my fixed blades, but hey, there you go. If you're looking for a fixed blade, check out one of his new workings. But I like his folding blades, and I hope he continues to make the Dawn and he continues to make the Rain. Check out the Rain, but here's the Dawn. So what are my overall thoughts? Is it recommended? 100% absolutely recommended. I think this is a knife you should get in your collection. I think you'd be very happy having it in your collection. I think it's a great knife. I like it. It's going to stay in my collection. I really, really, really do enjoy this knife. So yeah, I definitely going to recommend this knife for you and think that this is something you should definitely add into your collection. So there you go. What are your thoughts? What do you think? You think I'm an idiot? You disagree with me? Let me know why. I'd love to hear from you. So there we go. Yeah, hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? If you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button down below as well? Subscribing and liking the videos really, really helps out the channel. Allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys who watches the videos, who likes the videos. I really, sincerely, and honestly appreciate you guys. So thank you. If you haven't already, maybe also hit that notification button that's down there below as well, so you can be notified of future content like this video. And yeah, I'm humbled by that. I am genuinely, sincerely humbled by that. So yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, also, if you're a channel member, I don't know if you know this, I'd love to have you as a channel member. So many of you are channel members out there right now, and I just want to say thank you to every one of my channel members. I very much appreciate you so much. And so if you're on the fence and you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, check out my description down below. Like I said, there's 3 different tiers. I would be honored in whatever capacity you'd want to be, but don't ever feel like you have to be a channel member. I appreciate you just liking the videos, watching the videos, making comments, being on the live stream. I appreciate every one of those things. So just know that. But I am always grateful and humbled and honored if you want it to be a little bit more. So just know that as well, right? So yeah. Also, I do a once a month channel members giveaway. It's my small way to say thank you. And it's a pretty exclusive night because there's so many channel members. As long as we have these generous numbers of memberships, I will absolutely 100% keep doing a really wonderful giveaway like that. So yeah, there'll be an incredible giveaway. We got the as of this video, 5,000 hasn't happened yet, but we're there. And so we need to start planning for the 5K giveaway. So just know that. So that's coming, and that will be on the way. Just something to keep in mind. And that's one of the things that we do. We do giveaways. We do weekly giveaways, and then, I do the channel member once a month giveaways, and that's my way to say thank you to you guys. I love to give every one of you a knife, but next best thing I can do is give everyone an opportunity to win a knife, right? So that's my way to say thank you to channel members. And hey, if you didn't already, email me with your name and address if you've never asked me for a channel sticker. Even if you've been a channel member for a while, and as long as you're still active now, email me and I will send you a sticker, right? I want to make sure every channel member gets a sticker. Just my small way, again, to say thank you, thank you, thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. And I do appreciate you. I really do. So also, if you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week.